Good morning. My name is Sheila Gautreaux, and I am your assistant minister here at Unity of Walnut Creek. It is such a pleasure to welcome you to our service. Today we are looking at where am I? Am I in bondage or am I in liberty? And this is based on the book Lessons in Truth by Cady. We hope that you will find some kernel of truth that touches your heart throughout the message. Our music today is by our own wonderful Starlight, and we know that you will enjoy every note that pours forth from their instruments and their voices. Thank you so much for being with us. We are truly grateful. We're always happy to see you. Come back again.
In this moment, in this place, in the stillness of our open hearts, we have come to share the presence of the God within and to hold a sacred space. In this moment, at this time, when we feel the oneness of all, we have come here to build a sanctuary of love. In this moment, in this place, in this moment, in this place.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity Center of Walnut Creek. It's wonderful to see you all today. Please remain seated and join us in singing I Forgive Me.
I forgive me. I forgive me. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. I forgive me. I forgive you. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. I forgive me. I forgive you. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready for change. I'm ready for my change.
Good morning. My name is Ron, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to Unity of Walnut Creek. I'm very glad to see all your smiling faces on this sunny day. Please turn with me and welcome our folks online. We are very glad you chose to join us, and know that you are part of our spiritual community because your presence is with us today. And if you're new to Unity of Walnut Creek, or new to Unity at all, a special welcome to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today it is my pleasure to introduce some of my favorite musicians, Starlight. And their supporting group, Moby Grape. Really, their name is Fusion, but, you know, the color kind of thing went today. So, unity is a very spiritual path. Very spiritual, and it is also a positive spiritual path. And what that means is we believe that God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. Now that's positive, eh? Unity also holds to universal truths. And one of those truths is we believe in all spiritual paths. So through our music and through the teachings, you may hear different elements from different spiritual paths. But we hold to the truth that there is only one spiritual path. And that spiritual path is from your heart to divine presence. So let us open our service affirming that divine presence. So take a deep breath. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Take a deep breath and let that into your heart. And again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And take a deeper breath and let that into your heart ever deeper. And once more, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Today's focus is going to be, where'd it go? Thank you. Be still, let go, and let it be. So please remain seated and join us in singing Calling Me Home.
I can hear you calling me home. I can feel you drawing me home. Here now in this quiet space, bathed within your golden grace, everything's in perfect place. Home. I can hear you calling me home.
I can feel you drawing me home. Here now in this quiet space, bathed within your golden grace, everything's in perfect place. I can hear you calling me home. I can feel you drawing me home. Here now in this quiet space, bathed within your golden grace, everything's in perfect place. Here now in this quiet space, bathed within your golden grace, everything's in perfect place.
Good morning. And to invite you to let us join together and prepare to enter that sacred chamber where we meet and greet the Lord of our being. And so allow yourself to get comfortable in your seats, letting the chair hold all of your weight, removing anything from your hands and laps that might distract you. And when you are ready, and if you feel comfortable in doing so, join me in closing our eyes. And breathe. Breathe in and through the heart. And allow the music to guide you more deeply into the depths of that chamber.
Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still, be still, be still, and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still, be still, be still, and know
Be still and know that I am God. And take a deep breath in through your heart and out through your heart. And another breath in through the heart and out. And once more through the heart and out. And continuing in that gentle heart breathing. Settle into this precious space of blessed communion, where we are still and know that I am God. In this place, we know. We know a perfect peace that surpasses the capacity of our human understanding. A peace that fills us, overflowing into our lives and in our world. It carries us softly and gently along our journey. A place where we know love. But a love like no other love we have ever known before. A love beyond human relationships. Into that infinite realm of the deepest love possible. Where we are loved and we are love. A place where we know joy. A joy that is more than the laughter, the happiness we experience in our human expression. But a joy that bubbles over throughout the universe. In a sacred giggle that fulfills our life. Where we know wholeness. A wholeness that is more than the healing of the body or a condition of our lives. A wholeness that is the embrace and the cohesiveness of the entire universe. All is one. There is no beginning and no end. Here, where we be still and know. Allow this to fill your mind, your heart, and your spirit. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be Be still. Be. As we begin to return to this sanctuary, into time and space, bring with us the peace, the joy, the wholeness, and the love in which we have been bathed, allowing it to pour from our very being, flowing over and carrying that divine love out into the universe, touching every heart that beats, knowing that divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please affirm this with me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Breathe that in, and as we exhale, let us say it again. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once more, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world.
Be still and know that I am God.
And so it is, for it could not be otherwise. And together we affirm, Amen.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When all the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be no sorrow, let it be. Though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Yeah, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. Wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, yeah, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. Yeah, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Everybody, Starlight, you guys rock. And Brother Tyler on the ivories, man. Come on, everybody, we're pretty lucky to have this type of music here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name's Javier Cortez. It's 11:59, so it's okay. I'm supposed to read the announcements. We have many exciting activities going on in September. Monday evening, our fall spiritual learning classes begin. There is something for everyone, so please look. Join Reverend David for the Heart Math Solutions Workshop this coming Saturday and discover the true power of your heart. It's time to appreciate and thank our wonderful volunteers Join the celebration at our special lunch and chili cook-off the last Sunday of the month. We have 2 exciting events to explore on the patio today. Find out how you can bless our community by signing up with companies who help worthy organizations. Lisa Nichols will be on the patio to help you. And we are gearing up for our fall event, Unity Swings. We are now seeking play dates. If you have an idea of a fun activity that you would like to sponsor, talk with Jan. We are also seeking volunteers to help at the event. Find out more about our classes and many other activities in your bulletin or on our website. So now, until you hear the gong, please take a short moment to greet the people immediately around you.
Please remain standing and join us in calling forth the light. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are calling forth the light. We are calling forth the light of God. We are calling forth the light. It shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for eternity. We are calling forth the peace. We are calling forth the peace of God. We are calling forth the peace. It shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for eternity. We are calling forth the joy. We are calling forth the joy of God. We are calling forth the joy. It shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for eternity. Whoa, whoa, it shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for eternity. We are calling forth the light. Calling forth. We are calling forth the light of God. We are calling forth the light. It shines in you. It shines in me. It shines right now for eternity.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hand, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the heart, I am the hand, I am the hand, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hand, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the hand, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hand, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world, is a blessing to the world.
Thank you, John and Lisa and Tyler and Larry. You are a blessing to me, to everyone here, and to the world. So hello to all of you, blessings to the world. Reverend David is in North Carolina bringing some heart math teachings to a Unity church. So we send him love, and we send them all of our love and blessings as well. So those of you who've been here for the last so many months know that I had been doing a series on the parables. How many of you have heard some of those talks on parables? Okay, good. And then as it was approaching time to begin preparing for my class this fall on Lessons in Truth, based on the book by Cady, I decided, well, you know what, I think I will use the message to introduce the class. And so I put the parables aside and pulled up the book on my tablet and began reading it. And about 4 or 5 paragraphs into the first chapter, what do I encounter? A parable. Can't escape it. It never ceases to amaze me how the universe conspires to lead us in the direction of a purpose to be fulfilled. It never fails. It does not matter what we intend. It does not matter what it is that we want to do. The universe is there to support us in fulfilling purposes, so it will conspire every time to support us in fulfilling whatever purpose lies in front of us. And so I want to share with you what Cady says in that paragraph. And the title of my message, and you do have a handout as always, is Where Am I? Where am I? Because the first chapter of her book is In Bondage or Liberty, which? So Cady says, in entering upon this course of instruction, and she's talking about the course with the book, but she's also talking about the course of instruction that is our lives. We are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience on a human plane in a body. As souls, we have developed a curriculum by which we evolve to our highest possibility in conscious evolution. And so we create a curriculum, and our life journey is based on that course curriculum. So she is also talking about the curriculum, the course of instruction of our lives. And she says each one of you should, so far as possible, put aside or lay aside all of your old belief systems from the previous belief systems from the past. In this way, you don't have to continue, and it saves you from the effort of trying to fit new wine into old wineskin. And that is the parable of the new wine. In the Sermon on the Mount, our elder brother Jesus is teaching from the deeper mystical teachings of the Essenes, of which he was. His mother was an Essene. And the Essene sect of the Jewish religion are those who delved into the deep mystical teachings of the Jewish tradition. And so he was handing down some deep stuff. And he wanted the everyday people to get it. Mind you, he's with farmers and wine growers and shepherds and so forth, carpenters, you name it. And in order to have their lives be guided by some deeper teachings, he has to find a way of reaching them right where they are. So he's talking about the new wine into the old wineskin, but it is preceded by another parable. He goes often from one parable into another, attempting to get the idea across. And the one before it is the parable of the patches. You didn't know there was a parable of the patches. And in that parable, he says, you cannot take a piece of cloth from a new garment to patch an old garment. It will not match. It will not match. He said the same way you cannot pour new wine into old wineskin. So what is he talking about? And what is Cady talking about? They are talking about our spiritual journey. Wine is the essence of life, the essence of the spiritual life. The new wine is the new teachings that we learn along the way. And the old wineskin is the old belief systems, old theories that we have carried from our past. Are you with me? So what they are saying is that when you are on a journey of spiritual evolution and you are learning new tools, new techniques, new theories, new thought instructions, that the old belief systems are not simply going to disappear because you have probably had them much longer than the new ones that you are learning. Am I right? So how many of you, and I'd be willing to bet there are quite a lot of us, did not start your spiritual journey as a child in a Unity church? Yeah, because if you're over 40, I think the percentage is probably pretty small that you began your entire theological journey at a Unity church. Well, so you're different. I said it was few. So it means that there were some teachings and beliefs that you learned from your minister, rabbi, priest, so forth, that you took in and embodied as a child, and it was supported many times also by our family and the things we did as a family to align with those teachings, right? Now, what happens is somewhere along the way, because otherwise you wouldn't be in a Unity church, something happened that propelled you out of that old theology. Could have been many things. I'll share with you some instances of some friends of mine. There's a friend of mine by the name of Mary Beth, who, as a young woman, got pregnant and had a child out of wedlock, took the child to her church and asked for baptism of her child. They told her no, because the child was a bastard and she was not married. So she left the church. I have a friend by the name of Quincy who went to his pastor to ask for support in coming out to his parents and family because he was gay. He was told by his pastor that the Bible said that he was an abomination in the sight of God, and he left the church. And then there was me. I kept hearing them say, "You are born in sin and steeped or shaped in iniquity, and that as long as you are in that physical body or in the body of the flesh, you will always be a sinner." Well, what's the point of going to church? So I decided I would go party, and I did. I even became a flight attendant so I could party around the world. And I partied. But like Mary Beth and Quincy and some other friends of mine, something happened along the path of my journey that shook up my life and brought me to a new thought, teaching for my life. Now, I don't know how many of you have been watching the series with Harry Berry, Extant. Anybody see that? I love that series. In the series, there's this sentient android who's been created as a little boy. Halle Berry and her husband can't have a child, so the husband has created this android, this sentient android, and he's been programmed to evolve in a normal child manner where you are influences and your growth happens as a result of your experiences in life, your conditioning and so forth in your family, right? And they have him going to school to learn how to interact with children, the whole 9 yards. Something happens, I won't go into what, where there is a power surge, he's knocked out, and when he comes to, his growth and expansion has accelerated. The father is telling someone about this and saying he can't understand it, and the person says, oh, punctuated equilibrium. I said, oh, I like that. That's so cool. I Googled it. Punctuated equilibrium is a disruption, interruption, or disturbance in your balance. So, take it back to leaving the church, your theology, whichever one you were in, and along the way, and I've seen this in 9 out of 10 people, something happens that punctuates their equilibrium. A serious illness, a death, something disastrous that causes a disruption in the flow of our lives. And what with the punctuated equilibrium, when this happened, there is a channel opened in the brain that allows us to regain another state of balance. And so the brain is then wired to get us into a place of balance again. So somewhere along the line, for me, it was a serious illness, a life-threatening illness, and someone took me to Unity. The same thing happened with Mary Beth and Quincy and some of my other friends who were taken to Unity because something catastrophic happened in their lives. Quincy was diagnosed with HIV. Mary Beth's baby died. And so these were situations where they needed to find meaning. They needed to get balance again. They needed to find some place within them that would allow them to deal with the situation. Make sense? So it is a natural place of progression or progressive order within our lives as souls that these blips happen along the radar screen to allow us to take that next leap in consciousness, that we evolve to another level. We are not static beings. We are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience on a human plane in a body. And as spiritual beings, we are evolving spiritually in consciousness all the time. And so these things that show up in our lives, my beloved, are not there to hurt us, to harm us. They are there to take us to another place in consciousness. Because as we evolve, the world evolves, and as the world evolves, the universe evolves. Quantum scientists say the more we study the universe, the bigger it gets. And the more we evolve in consciousness, the greater the consciousness of the universe becomes. So this whole path of the spiritual journey is designed to carry us through periodic punctuated equilibrium that we may find a new balance in our lives. Are you with me? Okay. So Emily Cady is talking about both theological theories as well as the concepts and the teachings of the curriculum we have chosen as souls for this spiritual journey. And so as life occurs, and it will continue to occur, when you stop having punctuated equilibrium, you'll be dead. Because our purpose is to evolve. Look at the various types of plants and animals that have evolved into another way of looking. from their origins. Well, we are far greater than the plants and animals. We don't act like it all the time, but we are far greater than the plants and animals. Therefore, we too evolve. And our evolution is within our being. And so I want to support you as these opportunities of punctuated equilibrium show up in your life. And so I have a few concepts, and they're down here as steps, but they're not really steps. They're really resources. They're really tools that you can use. And one of them is, and one of the most important ones, is be here now. Being in the present moment. You see, the past is gone. It no longer exists. The future is not here yet. It no longer exists. If you're in the past or the future, you're nowhere. So if you ask yourself, when you're in the midst of a challenge, where am I? If you're holding on to something from the past or you're grasping for the future, you're nowhere. And your point of power is in the present moment. And so it is essential that we be fully present when these things are occurring, because, my beloveds, in these situations, there is a learning experience for us. And if you are willing to stay present and to look for the possibility within the impossibility, you will find it. And once you see the lesson, once you grasp the lesson, once you get the idea behind the challenge, you are already 90% of the way to the next level in consciousness, because you've realized that this is a greater situation than what it appeared to be. Are you with me? And so when these challenges come, be here now. Be present. Check out your feelings, your emotions. What are they saying? Are they bringing up your unworthiness that came from another instance in your life, and that unworthiness is simply showing up to give you an opportunity that it hasn't been healed yet? What are you feeling? What are the emotions? Check them out, because they can tell you a lot. Set up a process, a daily process of praying and meditating. Beloveds, prayer is when you talk to God, but meditation is when God speaks to you. So when you take the time to be still, when you take that time to be still and ask the questions, where am I? Am I here now, or am I caught in the past or yearning for the future? The other question, what is this for? That is so powerful. Course in Miracles says, simply ask, what is this for? And it will be revealed to you the purpose for this interrupted equilibrium, this punctuated equilibrium. And learning what the purpose is, what it's teaching. You're there, you're almost there. Forgive. If it is based on something someone is doing, and it relates to something someone else did before, forgive the person who's doing it now, forgive the person who did it before, and forgive yourself for carrying it with you. Let yourself off the hook. Forgiveness is a powerful, powerful key to this. And being present is the most important. Because you see, the Course in Miracles says we live in the present as if it were the past. We project it into the future, making it one continuous stream of experience. So we're never here now. Most of what we experience, we judge it by the past. And once we judge it by the past, we are projecting it into our future. And we never live out of that past experience because we bring it from one experience to the next. And so the key is to free yourself. The key is not to be in bondage to old belief systems, to past situations. The key is to be in liberty or in freedom in the midst of now, this very now moment. There is no other moment. This is your point of power. My point of power is in the present moment. Say that with me. My point of power is in the present moment. Again, my point of power is in the present moment. Once more, my point of power is in the present moment. How's that feel? Yeah. It is the truth. Another thing that will help is when the situation arises, that punctuated equilibrium. Say, the power within me is greater than the situation before me. Say that. The point within me is greater than the situation before me. Again, the power within me is greater than the situation before me. Once more, the power within me is greater than the situation before me. Yeah, how does that feel? Yeah. That's your freedom. That's your freedom and your evolution. Your freedom and your evolution. So what I would like to leave you with is your focus for this next week. And I really, really, really want you to use it. I mean, really use it. If you got to put it on your refrigerator and on your dashboard of your car and on your next to your computer. Be still, let go, and let it be. Be still, let go, and let it be. Because you see, that parable she's talking about aligns with the parable I taught you not too long ago, and that is the parable of the wheat and the weeds. What did the landowner say? Let them do what? Grow together. Side by side, until the wheat is mature, until that new awareness is mature. And then the weeds will burn of themselves. They can be gathered up into the barn, and that means gathered up into that aware part of us and burned. Let it be. Let it be. Because you have everything within you to do everything that you need to do. There is nothing you cannot do. You are more powerful than any creation on this planet. You want world peace? Create it. But it starts with you. So if you're not peaceful, don't expect the world to be a peaceful place. If you're in fear, expect the world to be a fearful place. You are powerful beyond measure. Let's look at the affirmation. Everybody got it? Okay, let's say this together. I am willing to let go of old systems that bind me to the past. Again, I am willing to let go of old systems that bind me to the past. Once more, I am willing to let go of old systems that bind me to the past. And if you can't be willing, just be willing to be willing to be willing. Be still, let go, and let it be. And you can do it.
Thank you very much, Reverend Sheila. Awesome. Our heart ministers are available after the service today to offer prayer support for challenges or celebrations. You may see them around the sanctuary and on the grounds praying with others. Our heart ministers are wearing the lavender stoles. Your prayer requests can also be sent at any time from our website. I ask everyone to take out a connection card from the seat pocket in front of you. We invite each of you to take a moment to fill out this card if you have a prayer request, question, or comment. If you are new to Unity, you are also invited to fill out the card and stop by the welcome table on the patio. We look forward to meeting with you. Thank you for checking the box if you are joining us for our weekly spiritual focus. Our spiritual focus this week is be still, let go, and let it be. The ushers will receive your card with the offering towards the end of the music. It is now time for our prosperity celebration. For credit card donations, there are envelopes provided in the back of each chair. Or for those of you at home, just click the donate button on the Watch Live page. One of the understandings of the great spiritual laws is that it is by giving that we expand the flow of the goodness in our lives. Jesus, the master teacher, told us, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be poured onto your lap. For with this measure you use, it will be measured to you." I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand. Be aware that God is the source of all your good. Repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am truly grateful.
This simple song, I think, carries something that's very useful for all those punctuated equilibria. Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart.
Everybody.
Put a little love in your heart. 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 are marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching in the light of God.
Woo! Let's give our kids a hand. Hi, kids. How are you? Good. Wait, let's bless our kids. Come on, let's reach those hands out there. Send all that. You are loved, special, and important. The light of God shines through you. And let us join hands, do our peace song, our prayer for protection, and then our peace song. May I hold your hand? Thank you. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God ever present, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
You are the love, the light, and the peace in the earth right now, so let it shine and have fun.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Another day goes by, and still the children cry.
Put a little love in your heart.
If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart.